Hi and welcome to the 2017 Allstar Affiliate Series and the first of the workout instructional videos brought to you by Wardle. I'm Dean from CrossFit 168 in Sydney CBD.
And I'm Parissa from Box RX in Roselands. After great success last year, we're back in 2017 with some all new fun and exciting workouts for you.
So let's take a look at workout 1. Workout 1 is as many rounds and reps as possible in 6 minutes of 6, 8, 12, 14, etc. Shoulder to overhead, 50 and 30 kilos for the RX divisions with scaled options, 25-meter run and box jump overs. Workout 1 will begin with all 3 female athletes on the starting mat. On the call of go, all 3 female athletes will advance to the first workstation. Female athlete 1 will complete 6 shoulder to overhead before running 25 meters and beginning her 6 box jump overs. As soon as female athlete 1 has completed her 6 shoulder to overhead, female athlete 2 can begin her shoulder to overhead. When female athlete 2 completes her shoulder to overhead, female athlete 3 can begin her shoulder to overhead. Each athlete can advance to the next workstation once they have completed the required reps. However, at no time can an athlete pass the athlete in front of them. The workout will continue in a similar fashion with an extra 2 reps added after each round. At the completion of the 6-minute time cap, there will be a 1-minute transition period before the male athletes begin their workout. The movement begins with the athlete standing to full extension of the knees and hips and the bar in the front rack position. The athlete may use any style of movement including a strict press, push press, push jerk, and split jerk to move the bar into the finish position, which will see the athlete standing to full extension of the knees, hips and elbows, the feet back in line and the barbell directly over the head. The movement will begin with the athlete standing on one side of the box with both feet on the ground. The athlete may jump or step onto the box, but the hands may not touch the box. The athlete may also jump directly over the box, but the feet must go over the top of the box. The rep ends on the other side of the box with both feet on the ground.
Workout 2 consists of 2 parts. On a 7-minute running clock, part A is 3 rounds of a 250-meter row, 15 lateral burpees over the rower and 25 power snatches. RX weight is 35 for the guys, 25 for the girls. Scaling options will be available. Part B, complete as many pull-ups as possible in the remaining time. The first male athlete may begin seated on the rower, but the handle must remain in its place. On the call of go, the first male athlete will row 250 metres. On completion of the 250 metres, they will begin their 15 lateral burpees over the rower. As soon as the 15th burpee is complete and the athlete begins to move forward to the next station, the second athlete may begin their row. The first athlete will move down to the next workstation where they will complete 25 power snatches. On completion of the 25 power snatches, the athlete will move on to the finish mat, where the team's first time is recorded. Each athlete will be scored as they hit the finish mat, giving teams an opportunity to score 3 times for both the male and female teams. Once the third athlete has touched the finish mat, all 3 athletes may move forward to the pull-up bar and begin part B of the event, max pull-ups in the remainder of the time. Athletes may rotate through the pull-ups in any format on either bar, and there is no minimum work required by the athletes. The substitute for pull-ups will be a burpee jumping pull-up. The female teams will be given a standby call with 1 minute remaining in the male work time, where all teams' first athlete may set themselves up on the rower. The females will begin at the 7-minute mark. For the lateral burpee over the rower, the movement begins with the athlete standing beside the rower. At the bottom of the movement, the athlete must touch their chest and thighs on the ground. There is no requirement to stand to full extension before jumping over the rower. The athlete may step or jump over the rower with no requirement to take off and land on both feet. The rep ends when the athlete has both feet on the other side of the rower. The athlete may not touch any part of the rower when stepping or jumping over. For the power snatch, the barbell will begin on the ground and must be lifted in one smooth motion. Reps may be touch and go, but bouncing of the bar is not permitted. No part of the body other than the feet may touch the ground during the repetition. At the top of the movement, the knees, hips, and elbows must be locked out with the bar directly over the body. The bar may be pressed out, but must always continue in an upward motion. A muscle snatch, power snatch, a squat snatch, and split snatch are all permitted provided the movement requirements are met. This is not a ground to overhead anyhow, and a clean and jerk will not be permitted. For the pull-up, at the bottom of the movement, the arms must be fully extended with the feet clearly off the floor. At the top, the chin must break the horizontal plane of the bar. Any style of pull-up may be used, including a strict pull-up, a kipping pull-up, or a butterfly pull-up, provided the movement requirements are met. Burpee jumping pull-ups are permitted for the scaled division. At the bottom of the movement, the chest and thighs of the athlete must touch the ground. The athlete may then jump to pull themselves up, so at the top of the movement, the chin breaks the horizontal plane of the bar. There is no requirement to have the arms fully extended while hanging onto the bar, and the feet may still be on the ground.
Workout 3 is a two-part workout. Part A consists of a 4-minute time cap to reach as maximum weight as possible of the complex 1 clean and 3 front squats. Part B is a 6-minute time cap to hit as many reps as possible of a hang squat clean. 60 kilos for RX for the boys and 40 kilos for the girls, lighter for scaling divisions. That consists of 3 pairs of male-female partners having 2 minutes each at the bar. The female athletes will go first and have 4 minutes to build to a maximum weight of the complex. The bar may begin preloaded to the first weight. All 3 athletes may help load the bar, but only the working athlete may be on the platform when the lift begins. If a squat clean is used, it will not count as the first rep of the front squat. Athletes may lift in any order and have as many attempts as they wish. There will be a 1-minute transition following the females' 4 minutes, where the females must reconfigure the setup and may also set the male bar. Males cannot help during this period. There will be a 1-minute transition to follow the males' 4 minutes, where the males must reconfigure the setup and set the female bar to 40 kilos and the male bar to 60 kilos. For part B, there will be a 6-minute running clock, where teams have 1 female and 1 male working on the platform independently and accumulating as many reps of a hang squat clean as possible in a 2-minute period. There will be a call for rotate at the end of each 2-minute block. The barbell will begin on the ground and must be lifted to the hips so that the knees and hips are at full extension before the first rep can begin. Each rep must then begin with the arms at full extension and the bar no lower than the top of the knees. The athlete may then clean the bar to the front rack position, passing through the full squat in the process. The athlete must then stand to full extension with the knees and hips locked out and the elbows in front of the bar.
Workout 4 consists of 2 parts. Part A is as many repetitions as possible in 5 minutes of max calorie rowing. Part B is for time with a 5-minute cap of the following rep scheme: 27, 21, 15 and 9 of toes to bar and deadlifts. RX weight is 100 for the guys and 65 for the girls, with scaling options available. At the call of go, the male-female team will move to the rower and complete as many calories as possible in 5 minutes. Athletes must rotate through in order, and there is a minimum work requirement of 10 calories. The female-male team will move to the couplet of toes to bar and deadlifts. During the toes to bar, one athlete must hang from the bar while the working athlete completes reps. They must hang and work from the same bar, but may use either bar. In the deadlifts, one athlete must stand the bar to the top position while the working athlete accumulates reps. There is no minimum work requirement on either of the movements. At the conclusion of the 5-minute cap, there will be a 1-minute transition where teams will swap over, with the male-female team moving to the couplet and the female-male team moving to the rower. For the deadlift, the barbell will begin on the ground and be lifted until the hips and knees reach full extension and the shoulders are behind the bar. The hands must be placed outside the knees and the arms must remain straight throughout. Bouncing of the barbell is not permitted and will be a no rep. Hitching the barbell will be permitted as long as the knees and hips reach full extension at the completion of the movement. For the deadlift hold, the athlete must lift the bar until the knees and hips are fully extended and the shoulders are behind the bar. The hands must be placed outside the legs and the arms fully locked out throughout. This position must be maintained for reps in the deadlift to count. For the toes to bar, the athlete must begin at full hang. The heels of the athlete must pass behind the bar with any part of the feet to touch the bar at the top of the movement. The feet must come into contact with the bar inside the hands and must touch the bar simultaneously. During the hang from the bar, the athlete may use any grip on the bar but must have the feet fully off the ground. The hang must be maintained for reps in the toes to bar to count.
Workout 5 will see each male-female pair complete 4 rounds of 50 double unders and 25 wall balls. At the call of go, the first female-male pair will move into the workout where one athlete will complete 50 double unders while the athlete completes 25 wall balls. At the completion of the movements, the athletes will have completed 1 round and they will then swap movements. This will continue for 4 total rounds or until the time cap of 4 minutes is up. Once the 4 rounds are completed, both athletes will run through to the finish mat where their times will be recorded. At the 4-minute mark, the next pair will move into the workout, and then at the 8-minute mark, the last pairing will move into the workout. The wall ball must be taken from the bottom of a squat with the hip crease below the knee and thrown to hit the middle of the target. If the ball is not caught between the reps, it must come to a full stop on the ground. Bouncing of the ball off the floor is not permitted. This is a standard double under, where the rope must pass under the feet twice on each jump. Only successful jumps will be counted.
Workout number 6 is for time with a 16-minute cap. Athletes will complete 40 synchronised thrusters, 30 synchronised burpee over bar, 30 synchronised clean and jerks, 30 synchronised burpee over bar, 20 synchronised squat snatches. The thrusters, clean and jerks and squat snatches will be all the same weight, 60 for the guys, 40 for the girls RX, with scaling options available. Athletes then will move on to the rig where they will complete a sequence of bar muscle ups. Athlete 1 begins with 12 bar muscle ups, with the muscle ups decreasing by 2 for each athlete, finishing with athlete 6 completing 2 bar muscle ups. At the call of go, all athletes will move to the first workstation. Teams will work in male-female pairs throughout the synchronised work, and the work must be rotated in order. All movements will be performed synchronised, where athletes must start the movement together and reach the end of the movement together. For example, in the squat snatch, the pair will lift off the ground at the same time and both athletes will pass through a squat, but as long as the athletes show the top of the movement together, that is, the barbell directly overhead with elbows locked out and hips and knees at full extension, the athlete may wait at the top position for their partner. During the burpees over the bar, partners will work side by side on one bar. Either the male bar or the female bar will suffice. Pairs will again rotate in order, with pairs to complete 10 reps each. At the bar muscle-ups, teams may choose any order for their athletes to complete the reps. After each athlete has completed their reps, they'll move through to the finish mat, where the next athlete may move to the pull-up bar to complete their reps. For the bar muscle up, at the bottom of the muscle up, the athlete must hang from the bar and have their arms fully extended with their feet off the ground. At the top, the elbows must be fully locked out with the shoulders directly over or above the bar in the support position. Kipping is permitted, but the heels must not come up higher than the bar. The chest may come into contact with the bar, but the movement must remain continuous throughout. Resting on the bar with the hands off the bar is not permitted.
Looking forward to a really exciting Allstar Affiliate Series for 2017. Remember, the full workout descriptions are available on the website, as well as any contact details if you do have any questions. Train hard and have fun.